Okay, introduce yourself.
Uh, Sir, my name is Ishan, and I'm basically a pharmacy graduate. I've completed my bachelor's in pharmacy in 2015, and since then I was working in sales, pharmaceutical sales, for almost 8 years. And from last year, I decided to change my career to IT. So from then, I started with the concepts of manual testing basics, and now I'm learning automation.
Okay, explain what is main method.
Sir, main method is basically the entry point of any program. And if we talk about the structure of main method, it is public static void main string arguments. And in public is basically the access specifier, and static is modifier. Void is basically the return type, and in that case, it is not returning any value. And main is the method name, and string arguments are the parameters. So main method could be present anywhere in the program, but whenever we run the program, the execution will happen right from the main method only.
Okay, what is method overloading?
Method overloading is basically, sir, developing multiple methods with same name but different parameters.
Okay, what are the conditional statements?
Conditional statements are if else if, and nested if else.
Okay, what is inheritance and explain all types of inheritance?
Basically, inheritance is the concept in which a child class inherits the property of the parent. So there are around 5 types of inheritance. The first is a single level inheritance in which a child class inherits the property of a single parent. And then it comes the multi-level inheritance in which a child class inherits the property of parent, and that particular parent is also inherits the property of some grandparent. And third one is multiple level inheritance in which a single child inherits the properties from multiple parents. And that kind of inheritance is not possible using classes because it leads to the diamond problem, but it can be achieved through the concept of interface. Now, fourth, we have the hierarchical level of inheritance in which multiple childs inherits the property of single parent. And in that multiple childs, the main method has to be with one child only. And last is hybrid level inheritance is basically the combination of single level, multi-level, and hierarchical level inheritance.
Okay, what is method overriding?
Sir, method overriding is basically developing multiple methods with same name and same parameters, but the different implementations in it.
Okay. And what is a super keyword?
Super keyword. Super keyword is basically used in the concept of method overriding to call the one method implementation together with the another method.
Okay. So what is super calling statement?
Sir, super calling statement. Super calling statement basically used in the concept of constructors, where child class where it is used to call the parent class constructor implementation together with the child class constructor.
Okay. How many types of super calling statement we have?
Sir, implicit and explicit.
Okay. So what are the constructors?
Constructors are special types of classes. We can say special type of methods in Java where the name is as similar to the class name, and they are basically used to initialize things, and the constructors get automatically called whenever we create the object.
Okay. So what is what is the difference between local and global variable?
So local variable is are the variables which be the scope of local variables are within the methods only. So the scope of local variable will be starting from the method to the end of the method. But the global variables are those kind of variables where the scope is starting of the class till the end of the class. And basically, global variables have their default values, whereas local variables does not have their any default values. And we can mm, in local variables we can declare them in one line, and we can declare them in one line, initialize them in second line, but it is not possible in the case of global variables. And global variables, if we talk about, they could be static, either static or non-static.
Okay, what is this keyword?
This keyword, uh, this keyword is also used in the concept of local and global variables. It is used when the variables are of same name, or local and global variables are of same name, and to call the uh, local variable to call the local variable in place of global variable, or to update the value of the local variable with the to update the value of global variable with the local variable, it is used.
Okay, what is this calling statement?
Sir, this calling statement is used when, for example, if we have so many constructors. So in normal cases, it is to call all those constructors, we have to create the multiple methods. But it is not advisable, because if we are creating so many methods, it will lead to the more memory consumption. So for that reason, this concept is used. For that, we could uh, call one constructor to the another constructor with the creation of single object.
Okay, what is scanner?
Scanner is basically a class provided by Java. It comes from a Java util package, and it helps us to take the user input through the console. So through to create the object of the scanner class, we could utilize its various functions. We have like with reference variable has next int, next double, just like that.
Okay, what is the exception we get in scanner?
Input mismatch. Input mismatch exception.
Okay, so what is abstract class and abstract method?
Sir, abstract class are the classes which have abstract methods, and abstract methods are those methods which basically doesn't have implementation in it. They are their implementation. They have their implementation with their in the child methods. So basically, they are used to achieve the abstraction, where we want to hide the main logic of the program and just want to show whatever only what is necessary. So yes, and abstractions are could be achieved between anywhere between 0 to 100% based on the concrete or abstract methods present in that particular abstract class.
Okay, what is the difference between abstract method and concrete method?
Sir, concrete methods have the implementation in it, and abstract methods doesn't have any implementation in it. And before abstract methods, an abstract keyword is used, and we did not need any abstract keyword with the concrete methods. And another thing, that abstract method need to be overridden in the child, uh, whereas concrete methods are could be used. Their implementation is present inside them only.
Mm. What is interface?
Interface is also a feature provided by Java, which have abstract methods in it. But unlike abstract classes, it will have only abstract methods. But we didn't need to write. We didn't need to use the abstract keywords. Basically, in abstract classes, we have abstract and concrete methods, but interface we will only be having these abstract methods. And to create the relation with the interfaces, we use the keyword implements, unlike in abstract methods where we use extents.
Okay. What is abstraction?
Sir, abstraction is basic. Abstraction. Sir, abstraction is a abstraction is a concept which comes under the this object oriented programming, where the idea is to hide the main logic of a program from the end customer or the client, and to show him or her whatever it is required. So the abstraction is achieved by the use of abstract methods, and it is achieved like I said before, somewhere in between 0 to 100%. So the percentage of abstraction will be dependent on the uh, number of abstract or concrete methods present in it. For example, if we have two abstract methods and two concrete methods, so I would say that the abstraction that we have achieved is around 50%.
Okay. What is encapsulation?
Encapsulation. Encapsulation is basically it is also another object-oriented programming concept in which we restricts our methods and variable. We restricts the values of our methods and variables, and it is used by the getters and setter methods with the help of getters and setter methods. So it is with the basic idea behind that is to so that some other person could not change the values of the variables easily. It's basically a phenomenon to restricting that variables and methods restricting the access of.
Okay. What is polymorphism, and explain all the type of polymorphism?
So polymorphism is basically when uh, an object shows different properties at different stages of its life cycle. So polymorphism is basically of two types. First is compile time polymorphism, and the compile time polymorphism we usually see uh, at the time of method overloading, and another one is runtime polymorphism. We see runtime polymorphism at the time of method overriding.
Okay. What is exceptional handling?
The concept of exceptional handling is used to prevent the breaking of the code. Basically, when some error occurs, it could break the code basically. So to handle that, we use the concept of exceptional handling, and in the concept of exceptional handling, we use try and catch blocks. So the part that we are expecting that exception will occur, we put it in a try block, and the catch block is basically used to show the exception, that what kind of exception that we want to show to the user. So there could be multiple catch blocks with one try block. Yes.
What is difference between throw and throws?
The throws keyword is used to throw an exception, whereas throws keyword I think is used to declare an exception. And throws keyword can be used to throw single exception. Other hand, with the help of throws, I think we can throw multiple exceptions. And throw keyword is used inside the method, and throws keyword is used along the method, maybe along the method name.
Okay. What is typecasting, and explain all typecasting?
Uh, So typecasting. So typecasting is the fourth concept of object oriented programming, in which we convert one type to the another. So there are basically two typecasting. First is primitive task typecasting and the class typecasting. So primitive typecasting is related to the primitive data types, like we have byte, short, int, long. So in primitive typecasting, it is further divided into two parts. First is narrowing and widening. So narrowing is basically converting bigger data types into smaller data types, and widening is basically to convert smaller data types to bigger data types. And on the other hand, we have class typecasting. So class typecasting is to mm, change one class object to another class type it, and in which it is also of two types: up typecasting and down up class typecasting and upcasting and downcasting. Sorry, and in upcasting is basically to convert. Little bit confused, sir, in this.
Okay. Okay, what is array?
Arrays is also a feature provided by Java, where we could use the it is used to store the homogeneous values, and basically they exhibits a few properties, like they have fixed size. It could be one dimensional or two dimensional or even three dimensional sometimes. And yes,
What is collection?
collection are basically the interface framework provided by Java. So collections are basically to overcome the disadvantages that we get from the arrays. So the advantages of collection is that they are dynamic in nature. So they doesn't have any fixed size. And another thing that we could store heterogeneous data in the collections. And thing is, we can sort we can sort the data in the collections. So the collections are the interface, like list, queues, and sets. So these interface further provides us various classes, like linked list, vector list, and one more is there. So in queue we have priority queue, and in set we have hash set, linked hash set, and tree set. This kind of. So all those classes have their different properties. So they are all used on the basis of basically what is required at that moment of time.
Okay, write a program to display area of a circle 10 times using radius from 1 to 10.
Area of circle 10 times.
Using radius 1 to 10.
Okay, so the area is pi square, no?
Yes.
I think, sir. Oh, what is going to be? Is it right, sir?
Hmm? You can run now.
I think, sir, it's wrong. Sir, it will be done with the use of loop only, but
Yes, replace R star R with I star I.
yes, yes.
And I
Yes, sir.
is less than 10, which will give 10 results. 0 to 9, that is 10. If you are taking I equal to 0, then I less than 10.
Or I could take I is equal to 1 also,
Yeah,
no?
yeah. I equal to 1.
Yes, sir.
It's fine now. So can you solve the same problem using scanner?
Scanner. Mm, Is it okay, sir?
Tell me again.
Is it okay, sir?
Yes, okay, run the code. Yes, okay. Shall I close the sharing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Zishan, you are fine, brilliant as usual, but programming little bit this last program, you can just go through it just once.
Okay, sir.
And after that, it will be more than enough.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.